This video is for you if you feel like you have tried everything to manifest and gone basically nowhere. Whether it's like a health condition in your body or your relationships, your love life, maybe it's your financial circumstances, your work life, whatever it may be, if you feel like you have tried and you're just feeling really burnt out, I can almost guarantee that it's because you're trying to manifest yourself away from a problem and what you resist persists. For example, you have credit card debt and it's stressing you out. You feel like you're drowning. You feel like you'll never be free of it. And so you're trying to manifest yourself away from feeling that way. Or you're working a job you hate and you dread having to go into the office every day and you know it isn't a soul calling, but you feel like you have to make ends meet. And so you're trying to manifest yourself away from feeling that way and away from having to go to that job. Or maybe you have a chronic health condition in your body, and this is what it was for me for so long. And you are just at your wits' end because no matter what you do, it doesn't get any better. And you're feeling hopeless and like you'll never be free of it. And so you're trying to manifest health. All of these are a means to an end. All of these are rooted in resistance, and what you resist persists. You don't manifest what you want the most. You don't manifest what you think the most. You manifest what you are. You manifest from the state of being that you're in. So, with this in mind, it becomes clear that reality is the feedback device. It is the effect, not the cause. You are the cause, you are the source. Reality is just the mirror to show you what energy you're holding. And if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, you don't fight the mirror. You don't try to change the mirror. You change the one who is looking in the mirror, and then the reflection changes. Your reality and your experience are not things to fight against because then you're just fighting yourself. Your reality, your feedback device, is designed to bring up the energy that you're holding that's no longer serving you so that you can transmute it. It's just a tool. Most people think like this: because I have this credit card debt, I feel like I'm drowning. I'm really stressed out. I feel hopeless. I feel like I will never be free. But the reality is, there is this fear energy living inside of me. There is this hopelessness that I have never let myself feel fully. And this fear and this hopelessness have become part of my continuous state of being. And instead of feeling these feelings, I've been trying to outrun them. I've been on the hamster wheel of doing anything to avoid succumbing to how I'm really feeling. And because I'm carrying these energies, I unconsciously manifested a circumstance, credit card debt, that brings these energies to the surface for me because I'm that powerful. And okay, you might find a way to fight yourself out of credit card debt, but if you haven't actually dealt with the underlying energy that caused it in the first place, it's just going to show up somewhere else in your life because it's a dominant vibration in your state of being. So maybe it will show up next time as a chronic condition in your body where no matter what you do, it doesn't get any better. And that fear and that hopelessness will present themselves to you again. Well, what if I'm never free of this? Or what if I look into the mirror that is this problem and I let it show me exactly what energy I am carrying that caused it in the first place? What if I let this, what if instead of trying to fix this problem with my mind, I let it bring me more fully into my body in the present moment and how I'm actually feeling so that I can transmute that energy and the problem just solves itself without me ever having to even lift a finger? How does that credit card debt make me feel? There is so much fear. There is a wicked amount of fear. The fear is so big and intense that sometimes I feel like it's going to eat me alive. It's so uncomfortable. It's like this dense energy sitting on my chest, putting pressure on my chest that makes it hard to breathe. And I feel like I just live my life skirting around this feeling. I feel so hopeless. There is so much despair around this, and I feel like I will never be free. That's the energy that wants to come up, but instead of letting it come to the surface, you keep stuffing it down because it's uncomfortable. But the way that you allow the resolution is to let it come to the surface and breathe through it. The poison is the medicine. The fear is the medicine. It's like when you were little and you were scared of the dark closet, but then when you actually walked into the dark closet, you realized there was not actually a monster in the closet. And it's the same thing with this. As soon as you dive into how you're actually feeling, it loses its momentum. This can be done with any situation in your life. Take any problem that you're having, and instead of trying to fix it with your mind, let the awareness come up of how you're feeling around that problem. Feel how it physically feels in your body and breathe. More intensity, more breath. This way, you're no longer resisting what's happening. You're surrendering to it. You're letting yourself have your experience with compassion and love. And as you transmute that energy inside of you, your reality, your mirror has to change because the one who is looking in the mirror has changed. Your mind is your small self, and it is so limited in what it can do because it only knows what it knows. But your higher self has access to infinite wisdom and an infinite number of solutions that you could never think up in your mind. It's not your job to micromanage everything. It's your job to remain open and to create space to allow yourself to breathe through how you're actually feeling. And then your state of being becomes more relaxed and more peaceful, and your mirror will reflect that. And then you can start asking questions like, how do I want to feel? I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel inspired to do something that I love. I want creativity to burst through me and excite me and fill me with so much passion that I am in such a flow state with everything that I do. I want to feel healthy and vibrant and full of life force energy. And I want to be in my feminine expression and know that life is on my side and working out for me because it is. And I want to feel beautiful inside and out and just have this really light and playful consciousness. Do you feel the energy of that? Because if you can feel the energy of that, that is resonance, which means that that is absolutely available to you and possible for you. And the more you play with that energy, the more it becomes part of your state of being. And then you will start to see that reflected in your mirror. The mind, the small self, will always come up with things it thinks it wants. I want to be a millionaire. I want to drive a nice car. I want to live in a nice house, and then I'll be happy. But you can't feel those things. But you can feel the essence of what your soul wants. I want to feel expressed. I want to feel creative. I want to feel free. I want to feel vibrant. And maybe those other things will come as a byproduct of that, which likely they will. But wanting to be a millionaire is a means to an end versus wanting to be creative and expressed and free. That is the end in and of itself. Manifesting is not about manipulating yourself. It is not about robotically repeating affirmations out of desperation when you don't even feel it. It's not about learning more. It's not about doing more. It's about feeling into yourself with compassion and love and aligning with what your soul really wants. It's about being there for the one who is hurting and letting yourself have your experience with compassion. And it's not about avoiding your experience, it's about integrating it. It's about caring about how your life feels more than about how it looks. If this message resonated with you, please be sure to subscribe, as I will be sharing a lot more on how to live your highest, most aligned life. Also, liking and commenting helps the algorithm find other people who may be looking for this message as well. So if you feel called to do that, I would really appreciate it. Um, Thank you so much for being here and being open to receive this message. And I will see you very soon.